Hello, Aries. Chronic Joy Tarot here, doing your zodiac guidance, your zodiac signs guidance for the month of May 2017. And I hope your April went well. I'm really looking forward to this May. I feel that, generally the energies are rising, we're expanding, we're opening up. We're finding more and more ways to connect to one another. And, I'm not going to say if you stay on that track, you'll leave others behind, but there may be, a little bit of a feeling of a gap between you and what you're learning and maybe those around you, what you're gaining in your life. And that's okay. This is okay. The energy's moving forward, that's for sure. And if you want to stick with it, you can find that, there's a lot of surprises ahead. Okay, so I'm pulling one oracle card from this Doreen Virtue's Saints and Angels deck to give us sort of a general theme for the month. And then we'll do an in-depth reading on that theme using my go-to, the Osho Zen Tarot deck. My favorite. It's a very positive deck. Okay, so let's see what your guidance is for this month. Heaven is watching over you. I love this. I love that you get to move through this month, Aries, with a sense of, security. You're a spiritual security. You have everything you need and within you, and you also have the support of your guides and angels. Okay, this spread is called the Flying Bird, and it's basically starts here with the core of the reading, the point of liftoff, and then we move through and take flight to our the apex of the reading, or the outcome, or the insight, the general overall conclusion of the reading. Okay, your first card here, your starting point this month, Aries, keeping in mind that you're supported by your guides and angels, is this card flowering. This figure she's a beautiful woman. She's got everything going for her. She's full of spirit, full of joy, and she's also blooming. She's expanding. She's opening up and sharing of herself, and also becoming more of herself than ever before. This is where you're starting, Leo. This is your May. It's a really beautiful combination to know that you're on your path. You're, just like I said, we're expanding. We all are. We're opening up. We're growing. We're flowering. And especially you, Aries. And you have the combined guidance and basically overall security of your guides and angels and everyone that's in heaven. Okay, the underlying or sort of hidden energy, this position of this card is called the fear of flying. So this would be what could block your progress through this month. And I pulled the card called silence. And being an internal, this whole side of the reading is your internal energy, your receptive, your feminine energy. Silence this is a good position for this card. Notice that the third eye, the sense of intuition, is lit right up with that full moon. So I'm saying here, in order for you to expand and ascend and create more for yourself, Aries, spend more time touching base with your internal guides. You can go through the month, oh, I'm flowering, I'm expanding, I'm opening up, and then throw it all out there and share it with everyone. Or you can have a balance of the two and trust that your growth has everything to do with how much you stay in tune with yourself. And then you could sort of grow, and everybody will see you growing just by example. You don't exactly have to make it external. Okay, so stay in touch with yourself. You're guided, you're cared for by the angels and guides. So go about this month with that knowledge and with that, sense of expansion. And it's going to start within. Okay, this position here is the response to these energies, or sort of the way it externally manifests. I love this. Okay, so this is the Fool. No, this isn't going to show that you're a fool. These energies, and trusting your expansion, trusting your inner guides, and trusting that you have someone watching over you, will show up as you're living every moment. You're living every moment without worry of what the next moment is. This guy is flying high. He's happy. He's, looking up at the stars and the moon. He's walking along, and he doesn't know his next step is going to result in, but he doesn't care, because he knows that somehow on his next step, he's going to be taken care of. And that's your strong message this month, Aries. Okay. Along, another internal sort of feminine hidden energy of this path is this card, Schizophrenia. Now, this is a possible block. However, if you just keep yourself aware, this is like a moment where, I don't know, should I go right or left? Should I go up or down? I can't make a decision. This guy's like caught between these ledges because he can't decide to let go of his hands or his feet first. And you're guided to recognize those moments of indecision or sort of a stuckness and let it pass. Let it go. This guy's going to let go of both his arms and his legs and fall, and just free fall, and trust that he's going to be caught, and he's going to be buoyed up, or he's going to be taken care of by his unseen guides. So this is a good lesson for you, Aries. If you come upon moments in this month where you're unsure how to proceed, try to let it go. Try to just say, I trust. I'm okay. Sometimes you don't have to make a decision at all. It just feels like you do. Sometimes you could just let go of the need to have an answer, and life will progress for you. Okay? So this card here is sort of an external manifestation of what happened in this position. And I pulled suppression. So this is perfect, because when you come upon these moments of indecision, if you stay there and try to force something through, or stay there paralyzed in fear, you're going to end up building up way too much internally. And then that's not a pretty sight when that has to get let go of. So these are sort of your cautionary moments during the month. And I would say maybe it's going to happen. It might come out of nowhere, but it might just happen as a result of not tending to these energies. Tend to your inner self. If you feel that you're forgetting to touch in and maybe meditate every day, or say your prayers, or talk to your guides and angels, if you're forgetting to stay in that internal energy, you could come upon some real world problems, that you don't know how to navigate through. However, dropping back down into that trust and into that knowledge that you're supported will help you pass through these moments. These moments are going to come. We're humans living this life that just continues. It comes at us, it happens. And how we navigate and how we choose to stay, in certain moments creates the quality of our life. Choosing to stay more in these moments where you're trusting the outcome, you're trusting that if you expand and grow and change gears here and there, you're okay. These moments will be, shorter. They won't be as long in duration. Okay, as you're starting to move through the month and realize, the nature of your journey, and realize that you're always supported, you'll realize internally, this card is the conditioning card. And what you will come at, what you may come upon, is this sense of, so this is the lion who was born and raised around a flock of sheep. And he went through his whole life believing he was a sheep. He just saw everyone, his family and his friends, and believed he was just like them until one day he dipped into a pond to take a drink of water and saw the reflection of that he was a lion. And he was just fascinated. He had no idea that that's who he really was. So what this journey is guiding you, Aries, to realize is that how others see you is much less important than how you see and know yourself. Back to this again. So this is you might have a sense of, wow, when I tap into my inner guides and when I trust that I'm okay and I don't worry so much about the next step I'm going to take, I feel different. I feel more of myself. And I'm feeling that is maybe something you can transform within yourself this month, Aries. If you let these moments that are going on in your mind, the indecision and holding things back, if you let those moments be more condensed and just shorter in duration, you could find you have a real expanding experience this month. The one thing I want you to be, now this card in this position is sort of your external manifestation of this card, and it's actually the polar opposite. So I love that. If this card here was know your true self and see yourself as you really are, this card is guiding you, warning you not to put the mask on, not to behave as the sheep if everyone is expecting you to be a sheep. Behave as the truth of who you are, for fear of wearing the mask. This is the politics card. We all wear masks. We do. We have to sort of, sometimes some of us have to put on our work mask in order to get through our day, or put on our happy mask if we're in a bad mood and our kids need our attention, or we all do that, but we don't want to live our whole life this way. We want to live our whole life this way, being our true selves, trusting our guides and trusting that we're taken care of above. Okay, Aries, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I wish you the best May ever. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing, liking, and viewing my videos. I'm just sort of getting started in this, and it's something I've always loved to do, and I'm really happy to be sharing it with you. I do a free weekly update every week on this channel as well, and then these monthly zodiac-based readings as well. And then if you take a look up here in this corner right about now, you can click through to my website and get some information on getting a reading just for you with your specific questions. I could either deliver you a video like this, answering your questions, or we could book some live interactive sort of Skype time together. So check out that website if you're interested in contacting me for a more personal reading. Otherwise, I will talk to you in June. Have a great May, Aries. Thanks. Bye.